r/Creepyencounters. Post by adnext8428. I'm so morbidly excited that I have a story to post on these subs instead of just reading them, featuring one of my creepiest encounters ever. A few years back now, I, 24F, was an opening barista at a local coffee shop. I was working the bleak 5 a.m. shift that absolutely no one wanted. Poorly lit, the entire city was asleep. Corporate/industrial neighborhood. Just bleh. Not an ideal place for a 19-year-old girl to be taking bong rips before she clocks in. But I was brazen and naive, and I believed I was untouchable. Brazen enough to not even check how to lock my shitbox new car. I usually went in early so I had time to smoke, so it was freakishly early. Absolutely no one around, not even the city transit across the street waiting to start their first route. Since this was a corporate area and a suburban part of town, there weren't many homeless people either. I thought it was safe. Something I had reluctantly learned: never assume anywhere is safe, especially in the early hours of the morning, especially as a young woman. This time of year, late November, the fog in the early morning reminded me of Silent Hill. I was completely oblivious to my surroundings, probably messing around with my grinder, when something in my gut told me to look up. As I did, my heart went into my throat. The visibility was terrible, and all I could see in the thick fog and the glare of my headlights reflecting back at me was a massive silhouette of a man, dressed in dark clothing, trudging towards my car. There was no one else here. This guy was fucking huge. It felt like we were the only two souls in the entirety of the world. I knew there was no good reason for this man to be approaching me at this hour. There was no way he had good intentions. I had the presence of mind to put my car in reverse. He came to the driver's side and tapped on my window. I cannot for the life of me remember what this man looked like. I could not make out any features other than his silhouette in my memory. I rolled my window down a crack. He said in a harsh, gruff voice, "You got a cigarette?" "No," I said. "You got a light?" "No," I repeated. Looking back, dude probably could smell the dank stench of Mary J. waiting for me from my cracked car window. I remember thinking, if he tries the door, I'm screwed. I don't even know if it had locked it. I'll have to reverse. Before you get at me for this, my car has a weirdly confusing lock system that I hadn't figured out yet, but I know I probably could have handled this better. He makes a frustrated huff at me and says, "Fine." The man walks off into a dumpster about 15 meters away from my car, and I exhale for a moment, but continue to watch him closely, keeping my car in reverse. I make a rule with myself. He moves out of sight, and I am out of here. He doesn't. He just stands there, staring right back at me. I could have sworn he was grinning at me. Maybe that's just the terror manifesting itself in my shaky recollection of his face. It is now about 10 to 5 a.m., and my supervisor should be here any second, so I stay put. To my horror, as he is staring at me, he pulls out a cigarette and lights it. That'll stick with me forever. My supervisor arrived moments later, and I don't recall if I lost sight of him before or after I ushered us inside the building and quickly locked the door. I remember trying to recount the situation to her, and I was brushed off, but it scared the living crap out of me. I don't even know if the situation itself was what really terrified me, although it was creepy. Technically, nothing happened. It was how suddenly I realized how vulnerable I was, alone and isolated, and how much my fate depended entirely on what the stranger's intentions were.